On the salary ordinance, did anything change from that from last year?
Yes,
Okay. And what?
everything. Is that it? And this is something we can pass, or we can have an executive meeting. See, I want to. Salary ordinance in my binder also.
To the back. Third page.
Okay. Here's the proposal.
Well, you want me to get the student there? I gotta know. I'll send you the total thing, but I've got everything in. Yeah.
This is something that's the raises.
Work.
And show you guys how I'm doing that. And it's got the limit amount to it.
$200. So that
That means $250 per year.
this is the $200 donation from that time. And here was, sent that.
And then each year
The
after that,
total was,
it stays
the
on
match is
$250 or something. But it
so
counts
I
out
was trying to use that zip.
it counts up plus- plus four.
David walked away.
That's.
Here it is.
Now I just looked at some.
I
This is
counted
the
it
proposal.
4 times, they counted.
With the funds that we talked about, we weren't quite on.
I'll send you this now.
I'll
We don't want to know, you know what Walmart knows.
what we're doing, Danny.
So we know.
This song, that
Should we
song,
pay for
the,
the extras?
1888. And we're recommending as part of the schedule. We also include going out and fundraising with the different groups in towns to get people on board. We're not renting facilities, we're not promoting, just promote, advertising there. Doing what needs to be done to make that an actual thing. This is all proposal. We can talk about it, we can table it, we don't have to do anything. But I want to do, plug it into my budgets to try to figure out what the government.
I'd like to table this to actually discuss in the meeting. Okay.
Every time I told me. Yeah. So. That means probably. But.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways. This is some. The other thing is our clerk treasurer. Up here. Base payment stays the same. But if I'm playing the same thing there. We're adding. Take care, we're gonna move the, we're gonna move the. I'm not sure why I got moved anyway, but we're gonna move it back. The leases. And the contracts. Before, the job description that I sent you guys. 3 months ago, that she agreed to. So it will get added in, so they can't come back and say it's not part of that job. And then they're also going to be both on these boards. So the backup if nothing else. And then, again, leaving the base pay where it is. And we'll do a continuous service. $1,000 for continuous service beginning this January. And in the current year, so it will not exceed more than 5,000. So the salary could go up as much as $5,000. over the next time.
Mhm.
And then if she gets elected, then that's where they'll start, and the next council's got to figure it out. If a new person comes in, they can drop back down to the base.
Mhm.
That makes sense to me. Well, Snooper has gotten with me on the park employees, so I did not raise any of them, just let them sign. And he can talk to us whenever we talk to us again. The good news is, I think we're balanced for this year. And we're going into next year with what I've proposed, balanced. So we got funds to cover.
Okay, well, I'd still like to have it tabled so that we can see exactly where those funds would be coming from, because we're working with less
Yeah, we have to do it.
and
Litton Park. Okay. You got everything you need for him? Okay, still going.
we're ready to go.
This is 15, probably right. She's done. Let's turn this off and start it again. It's up. Something up, which I to be honest. Okay, we're gonna start the town of Lynnville Town Council meeting for December 16th, 2025. Call this meeting to order at 6:09. Stand and do the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good. Alan Marshall. Alan, present. Let's see, in place of Michael May, we got Joe. Here. Friedrich, present. Chris Wisher, in place of Chris Wisher, we got Michael Lundberg. Michael, he's here. Lori Stokas.
Yes.
Rachel Titzer.
Present.
Doris Horn.
Present.
Dave Goldenberg, present. You have 8-4. Have you all read the minutes of December 2nd, 2025? If so, would anyone like to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from December 2nd, 2025.
I'll second that motion.
Motion was made by Doris and seconded by Rachel. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Treasury report, general operating, $61,229.14. Motor vehicles, $65,528.32. Lit, $78,852.05. Public safety, $151,396.77. Public improvements, $76,698.33. 1882 venues, $695.67. Community center, $2,369.83. Fire department, $299,223.33. Park, $108,002.16. Utility operating, $8,720.96. Opioid settlement, $3,629.20. Tecumseh Trail, $72,847.47. There's some documents in your folder for budget status reporting, project funding reporting, and street bonds. Anybody have any questions on those? We'll move ahead. Brian's not here.
You go approve the bills.
Oh, I went right past that, didn't I? I checked it off though.
I was wondering why you did that.
I checked it off.
I was sitting here trying to figure it out. It's like,
I'm old. Approval of current bills, December 3rd, 2025 through December 16th, 2025.
I will make a motion to approve the current bills from December the 3rd, 2025 through December the 16th of 2025.
I'll second that.
Rachel, motion made by Doris Horn, second by Rachel. So all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, now they're officially approved. Adam, you got something you want to bring up for town marshal?
Adam Oakley, Deputy Marshal. There's a training in January that I'm requesting to go to. It's for grant writing. It's only for police grant writing. It's got a 92% success rate from the departments that go to it. I'm getting funds. It's a 2-day course, so I'll have to stay up there for 2 nights. The total as of this morning at 2:27 a.m. was $731 after tax, which I know that we're tax exempt, but I know that it will change. That includes a $30 per day per diem. I'm hoping this grant will help us get maybe new vehicles, equipment, some technology, and maybe personnel.
And then everybody just,
Yeah.
okay.
They got the funds in the budget.
Okay.
And I don't think they
I think
even
that's
have to
correct.
ask us permission. He's just bringing it to us, to make us aware.
Yeah.
If anybody's
That's
got any
right.
questions,
For being interested.
just hopefully we can find some grant money out of that to turn that into some more dollars for them.
Yeah, that's all I had for you.
That's all you had?
That's all I had.
Okay, thank you, sir.
I appreciate it.
You.
Joe, I believe, is here to talk for the fire department. Doug, go to the next, no.
All right, so I got a little bit to go. The first of all, we were actually, Philip is here as well, our assistant chief. We were just kind of going over, we had 5 runs this month. I believe almost all of them were medical. The biggest thing I've got to bring before you guys is that all of our SCBAs, which if you're not familiar with that, that is actually the breathing apparatuses, our air tanks, our packs, our masks, everything are all outdated. Also, that being said, they're actually dropping one by one. The battery packs are going bad on them. Basically, we have to send them out for service, have them checked and everything else, and they're dropping like flies. So we have budgeted into the new year for replacement of those. That being said, what we've done is we actually have 2 different estimates. One estimate we got, or one quote we got, is actually to replace with what we currently have, which is a company called Scott. The other one is going with a different company, which is MSA. The biggest difference I can tell you about these, the MSAs are a little bit more money. However, they are 15-year lifespans as opposed to a 10-year lifespan for the bottles. And they give us a lot more versatility, a little bit, to be honest, a little bit more bells and whistles. It gives us a better display of how much oxygen we have left, and it's a lot more user friendly. Also in the masks, it actually has built-in filters and everything, so we're not breathing other people's saliva after we change out packs to each other. So I actually made a copy of these for you guys. The reason this is being brought up now, we have actually kind of moved up. So that is the Scots. This is actually the MSAs. The reason we're actually bringing this up, and we actually have kind of moved up our time frame in doing this, is we found out at the beginning of the year, they do a 10% price increase. So the ones we would like to go with is actually the MSAs. Which actually come rechargeable battery packs that has the better filtration system or the better filters for us breathing and everything else. But the price on there is $148,000. As of January, it actually goes up to $163,000 for the exact same units, no difference whatsoever. They just every year they go up 10%.
That's same with Scott. Every manufacturer does it anywhere from 8 to 10%. It varies year to year.
And they're talking 10%. And going over the finances and everything, we have, in talking to Lori, we have $40,000 that we can put on right away. And then whenever the new budget and everything else comes in, our money starts coming in. We've actually had a meeting with Jody at the bank. And it's been a verbal agreement as of right now, but he said whatever we need to make this go forth. Michael has actually had an extensive conversation with Chris Wisher as well. And he is putting all of his stuff in motion and said everything looks like it is a go as well.
But are you up to date on that?
Not, no.
So I could fill in a couple blanks if you'd like for me to speak also on the MSA versus Scott. Philip Reibold, Assistant Chief. I was there for the meeting to discuss and why we had to rush to make a decision. Last week was the cutoff for the promise to purchase. Essentially, yes, we want to go this direction, but to lock in that price quote, we had to make a decision quickly. Otherwise, it went up that 10%. One of the biggest selling points about the MSA is the service technician lives in Vincennes. The sales rep lives locally. It goes between Vincennes, St. Louis, and in this local area. So if I need an air pack replaced, he brings me one and takes mine and gets it repaired. However, with Scott, with our current system, we have to send it off for down pack, and we don't get it for however long that takes to get back. So that uptime, that readiness time is pretty important to us. And the usability and the features of the mask are, they seem to be better with the new system. Scott seems to be failing, especially with the regulator. They're not holding up too well. Other departments are having problems with them and are exploring rebuying after they just bought the Scott. So we decided for our own safety and from the information that was provided, the serviceability and the warranty for it, MSA was the right route to go. And unfortunately, they're very expensive.
So do they not have money in their funds? Or I guess where do you need to go to, Chris? Or to the bank and
We do not have the because even though we show we have that much money, we actually don't have that much money. We don't have that much usable money for this.
We're not exactly sure what we have available. So options on the table. What we understand is 40 to 50K we have available to us, but everything else is a big question mark from our position.
that your understanding? If
They have-
They got the money, I would think they got the money.
40,000. I got this afternoon, so it'll be a second. When I looked at 40,000, oh, why are you so busy? 40,000 is available immediately. Maybe a little over 40,000.
Okay.
If you go into anything more than that, they would have to do additional appropriation, which is too late for this year. So it was kind of a fast loan to get it, and then as soon as the year is over, we can do additional appropriation, then we can,
Take it out of this fund.
yeah, yes, exactly.
The money's really there.
Yes, it's just,
But he's not sure.
Way you have to take it.
yeah, it's just the way you have to do it, yeah.
And If we have a special meeting for an appropriation. we can't
It's
do
too,
that.
no, you can't,
I'm just trying to get rid of any, do you know what the cost the bank's charging?
I don't think anything's been set in stone yet.
Everything is rumor until we get something on paper. So I don't want to say a number without
Okay,
seeing it written.
what are we doing with the old equipment?
So we haven't voted, we haven't met and discussed and agreed on terms. Once we get new packs in and we see what we have to work with, we'll look at the old packs. Those packs are still serviceable and technically okay until they break down and go out of commission. Couple different options, keep some of them for training and backups. Another is donate to other departments in need, and the other is sell to recoup some of that money. So basically 3 options that we're looking at.
That equipment owned by the fire department, or is it owned by the town?
On the town.
And so if they donate or sell or anything, that has to come through the town,
Mhm,
correct?
mhm,
Putting that out there, so
Sure.
you can't just go out and do something with it.
mhm.
Would have to okay and figure out the funds and how that's all gonna work, so. Someone's gonna have to be involved with you guys through that discussion. Oh,
I just want to make sure that we are clear if there's any financing involved, that we are following the, since it's taxpayer dollars, that we're following the state guidelines for that.
And that's why the first phone call was to Chris Wisher.
and so if we move forward with this, we'd have to move forward with the condition that one, Chris is okayed it or approves the mechanism for the loan. Is there any trade-in on those things if you wanted to trade them in?
No, I asked that question.
Disposal, we talked about, and how many, you got some units that aren't workable now.
Correct.
They're all at life expectancy, so they're usable for training and stuff like that, and they have to be hydro tested. But
I think there are 5 bottles sitting under the bottle.
Yeah.
That are no good.
yeah, not serviceable.
I'm just saying, for accountability purposes, we need to.
So how soon
Right,
do
so
you get
that
these
they're-
if you go with this company?
So
Either company.
6 weeks or less on MSA. The other company could be further.
There is a difference of $21,000, but you feel the MSA is that much superior of a product in case the other company makes some.
Yeah, from
I do.
from usability and features and even the Bluetooth accessibility for the firefighters. There's no electronics in the mask, but it automatically links up and connects to your radio. So all you got to do is key. You don't have to search for it and bring it up to your mask. Be able to talk. Has amplifiers in the mask. So for what it has and what it is, it's superior.
And plus you get the extra 5 years out of it where the other ones are only 10-year back.
Would we need anything, I'm looking towards our attorney again, would we need anything in writing from them justifying the difference of the price, or can that be something just as simple as just verbal here?
I'll have to look into that. I mean, because if it's there's certain amounts where you have to open bid things.
And
I don't know.
we looked into into potentially other bids, and these are the only 2 vendors in the state of Indiana.
Okay.
Because it is a very niche market, so to speak. And so they have their sales areas, so. Because I actually raised the exact same question.
I've actually been exploring these packs for several months.
And he has talked to Chris about it.
Yeah. And I apologize, Mikey couldn't be here. He's at home with strep throat and he didn't want to bring it to you guys.
Anybody else have any further questions?
Anything you buy is expensive, anything for the fire department is expensive, but it's what you need in order for your safety. And when you was just talking about how much oxygen's left, that's important. You need to send someone in to help someone. We don't think about that, but you guys would know this. And I think it's important that we make sure that you have, in my perspective, have exactly what you need. safety wise for our guys and girls, ladies that work there, volunteer.
I have no problem. I'm not gonna second guess the recommendations. of
I
the
have
fire
no-
department. It's
No
just-
issues with what you want. I'm just, given the cost of them, it's not something that has to be put out to bid. I mean, I know they have attempted to collect 3 quotes,
Right.
but
Again, I mean,
It's 250.
250 is,
Mhm.
okay, all right.
off the top of my head, I don't know what the statute
Okay.
will say about that. I mean, I think you could approve subject to legal,
Okay,
you
I'm
know,
good with that.
legal
I'm pretty
approval.
sure it's 250. Then go up to that, as long as it's trying to get some quotes,
Right.
not a formal process. So having said all that, and they're under a gun, which puts us under a gun. I would entertain, so they can try to at least lock in the pricing. I would entertain a motion to the effect to allow them to move forward on the purchase of the MSA packs for 148,000.
605.
605.74. Pending approval from legal that we have gone the right routes, and pending that we receive documentation of what the amounts that Lynnville Bank is going to charge on the rates.
Okay,
Does that make sense?
it does. No problem.
And also pending the amount of money we have to put forward for it next year as well. I realize what we have this year, but that way we can calculate exactly how long you will plan on pay it off. You know, whether if it's gonna be in 2 years or if it's gonna be 10 years,
You want to play?
just knowing what you're budgeting for every year for it, okay?
And with all that being said, I'll make that into a motion.
I will.
Can you restate it?
Well,
I-
yeah.
I will second that.
Seconded by Rachel.
Mhm.
All in favor?
I,
Motion passes. You guys are good to continue this process. Speed it up just a hair.
Yeah.
And if you need us immediately, I'm down at any time. Rachel's around, Doris is around, so we can move pretty quick.
Mhm.
And we're probably gonna have a special meeting anyway in a week or so. But if we have to talk about it in a meeting, we can do it that way. Okay?
Sounds great.
I'm great that you guys better get this.
It'll help out a lot.
Breathe easier.
Yes, exactly. Nope, I'm done.
So I do actually, have you been informed of the elections for the fire department? So, fire department held elections. We do every 2 years now. It's in our bylaws, and, Michael May retains being the fire chief of the fire department. And I've stepped down from all officer positions because I hold leadership, positions true, and, they hold a lot of value in my life. So I can't be there enough for the fire department to participate as I think I should. So let someone else step up to the position. Logan Bevan is the new assistant chief for Lynnville Fire Department. And Joe Riedrich retains first captain. So the rest of the officers are appointed positions. We will interview and review the first of the year. So
Can we get a copy of that when you?
absolutely, yep, no problem. And then I think that's all I've got. Any questions of us?
No, but thank you for your service.
Yes, thank you very
I'll
much.
still be a firefighter, so I'll still be here, but
Yeah.
I'll let somebody carry the baton.
Thank you for your administrative service.
Yeah. And thank you to the whole department for organizing the parade and feeding the public. I know that it's a lot and we appreciate it.
Yeah, they enjoy doing it too, so thank you for helping also.
Work as a group.
Mhm.
I did write down all of the information in the pending and subject to. We know you too well.
Oh, we're gonna move to residential business. Park extended stay agreements.
Okay.
They're not going to be called long-term lease agreements for reasons.
Mhm.
So we're calling them extended stay. Chris has looked at them, Mike may.
Yeah, I'm aware of this one.
To talk about.
Mhm.
They're straightforward. We've looked at it for discrimination issues and timing and wording, and it now all falls within what we believe the statutes state. So, having said that, we've got 3 that are wanting to sign and pay and go forward. I'll pass these on as soon as Rachel's done. Aaron Key, Chris Boyle, and Melissa Hill.
What is the extended state time?
30 days.
30 days, and they have to renew it every 30 days and move?
Yeah, but I don't think they have. Did he make a move or did he? I'm not sure if they're making a move.
But they do renew
But
every
they
year.
renew every
Yeah, they
30
renew.
days. But we could. We have to. But I think we try not to. That's just my gut.
So, like, I guess another question then would be is, okay, so how many times can they do an extended stay? I mean,
I think that would be up to us, however many times we allow them.
We have to approve it,
Mhm.
correct?
and then
Correct.
they'll have
Yeah.
to go through, being looked at to make sure that they're okay to be staying there. Okay,
And that may be subject every 30 days. We may run another background check on if they've done anything since then.
do we have to pay for a background check?
Not if our guys do it.
Yeah.
Okay. I just, you know.
Don't want to sing a song and entertain you during this time.
No.
Good. It's gone. Something in this building.
Maybe it's truck.
Needs to clear in order at this point. So, just we'll do them one at a time. I'd like to make a motion on Aaron Key for allowing an extended stay.
I make the motion to approve Aaron Key for a 30-day extended stay at Lynnville Park.
I'll second.
Motion by Rachel, second by Doris, all in favor. Now, motion for Chris Boyle.
Make a motion to approve Chris Boyle for a 30-day extended stay at Lynnville Park.
I'll second.
Before I go to that, I'm going to go to discussion. Just so y'all know,
Mhm.
job is running along, that's extend until around March 30th. Do you want to go ahead and grant that now, or do we want to do it every 30 days?
How does legal want us to do it?
What was the exact?
He says his job is running longer than the 30 days extension until around March.
Can we approve that for March, or do we just have to approve it every 30 days?
Yeah, I would just approve it every 30 days.
Okay.
Okay,
And
that's
how
fine.
it's written.
Yeah, thank you for the clarification.
Mhm.
Rachel made that
Yeah.
motion to approve, or seconded it, all in favor?
Aye.
And the final one is for Melissa Hill.
I make a motion to approve Melissa Hill for an extended stay at Lynnville Park for 30 days.
Second.
Made by Rachel, seconded by Doris, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes, all three have been granted extended stays. Old businesses, see if there's anything on there we really want to talk about. Not much. I think I did send something out asking Chris, and I don't know if he talked to you, Mike, about, we sent letters out a week or so ago on properties in town. I haven't really heard anything back. He heard from one person. We've got, I think we're at the point, this is my opinion, that we've got an ordinance out there. We've asked the attorney to send a letter out there. It's been ignored, it seems, out there. I'm ready for the attorney personally to send a letter of demand with his attorney fees on it and a daily fine for non-compliance. But before doing that, I would want the council to understand what we're doing and say either do it or stop.
That was the purpose of all the meetings we've been to, the pictures, we discussed it, they've been talked to. Um, we've got to move forward on this.
I agree with moving forward, but I actually thought that at what point do we step in and address the property? I thought that was kind of the purpose of the ordinance as well, that if it's not rectified, that we would take care of the situation and then pass the cost on to the owner. And so I didn't know, where does that play into it?
It would depend on what violation
Okay.
we're talking about. A mowing violation
Mhm.
is easily handled. Town crew can mow, that's in the bill. A house that's falling in on itself is not easily handled
Right,
because we don't want to tear it down.
yeah.
So
Which
in that case,
that's
what's going
like-
to happen is a letter go out from the attorney saying, you got this, you're still in default. Here's the fine, here's how much it's going to calculate up.
Okay.
At some point in time, after that, we would then make a decision to take them to court
Mhm.
and either pursue it legally. They have to take this done or get it done, or I guess I need to get legally and have it done and taken care of. If they want to fight it, they can fight it through the legal procedures.
Right.
We've got, basically, we're talking three homes at this point that haven't. The one on the corner across from
Mhm.
court, and they've talked to them, so we're working on
Mhm.
it. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 other ones that haven't basically responded. And then we've got one that we've told them they can wait till spring. That was our understanding. In that one, I would like the attorney to go ahead and put in the letter that per the discussions with the property owner, the town council has agreed to extend that out until March 1st or something, that they need to develop a plan and submit it to us.
Mhm.
So it's not March 1st, they come in and say, well, I need another 90 days.
So the homes you're in reference are all then that are unsafe building violations and not nuisance violations.
Correct. It's
Okay.
the 5 or 6 that we sent the letters out on.
Mhm.
We have not proceeded to go the next step on people that, for instance, 5 cars parked in the yard without license.
Right.
That would be an ordinance violation
Mhm.
that we need to move either forward with an ordinance coordinator or have legal handle it and send it. Excuse me, my throat's gone again. Does that answer your question or best I can?
Yeah, I think so.
So are you,
I'm fine with moving forward.
so we are fine moving forward. I do not believe we need to put them in the minutes. Attorney has it all,
Right.
so he's ready to go. In this case, I do want to just do a voice, yay, nay, vote. It doesn't, it's not, it's really nothing else. It's just to have it on the record. Okay, Goldenberg is a yes. Doris Horn is a yes. Rachel Titzer.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and move forward with that. New business. We're working on budgets. The good news is we should be okay this year on budget. We're not going into a deficit. We've got monies to cover our funds, our expenditures. Next year, we've got some shortfallings because of the state. We've taken a look at that. We've maneuvered dollars around somewhat. And I've got a proposal in here that would move us forward and we would still be balanced. We can proceed with, I don't know how much detail you want to go into. This salary ordinance has to be passed before the end of the year. We can do it tonight. We can do maybe partial tonight. We have to verify that. If there's something in here that we don't want to move forward with. Or we can have a special meeting in about a week, because it'll give me time to schedule one. It's all pretty straightforward. There are some changes in the way compensation is put through. And I'll just start through it. Unless you just want to read through them, and then if you have questions, or do you want me to present it? This ordinance 2026-1, ordinance establishing salaries for certain town officials and employees of the town of Lynnville, Indiana for the year 20. He's got 2024, but that should be 2026. Correct?
Yeah, I didn't actually read
You
it.
typoed it? Okay. So that's for the year 2026. And then it goes through the provisions, which I don't believe I have to read. So every elected official has to have their salary put in. Elected officials, we have found out now, did not have their salaries reduced. So what I've done is to establish a base salary for elected officials. And then any subsequent raises due to years of service or other issues can be done. But if that person then leaves and a new person comes in, they fall back to the base rate. Otherwise, the state of Indiana had us kind of in a box. And I do have, again, I don't know how much you want to go into them. It has been looked at. It's been worked through. If there's questions, we can start going one at a time if you like.
My question isn't the amounts. My question is where the amounts are coming from.
For those we can show you at any time. Or we can have a special meeting to do
I
it.
think we should
but
have a special meeting to do it,
I've got the amounts all figured out and it's,
because
legit.
obviously if we're,
here, we got it right here.
if we're taking away from, one fund to fund these, what is coming out of that fund that we're not going
Yeah.
to have?
For instance, we're taking some monies out of the park to pay for the handling of the park leases. Makes sense. Shouldn't be a town cost. It's a park cost. So the money goes.
Have a park budget to go with that?
The park budget person has never submitted me a park budget. We've got the numbers from last year. That's what I'm basing everything off of. We were to get a budget from him by December 1st. That is now come and gone. It doesn't necessarily matter. You know, the park budget's gonna be the park budgets. It's not taking monies. If they want to expend more monies next year than what they have this year, they're going to have to tell us where that's coming from. The park is on a positive note for their.
I know. They're in the
breakdown.
positive. They're in the positive because they have least revenue coming in, but the actual operations at the park itself are not.
That's a different animal. But any monies coming out of it right now are coming out of the park to pay for the contracts. It's not coming out of the daily operations of the park. Daily operations of the park is not being touched. In fact, there's no raises in there for daily operation people because it wasn't submitted to me.
I'm still gonna request if we have a special meeting so we can talk about it. I mean, thank you.
What day works for you? Give 48-hour notice.
Monday.
Next Monday?
I already know it's my day off.
I won't be able to be here if you don't need me.
You don't know Chris's schedule?
May be able to pull it up real quick, but
That's during the, I mean, I can do during the day too, so that's my day off.
That'll be fine with I should have find someone to bring me up here. Chris maybe.
We could have it at your house.
Yeah, really. Thanks.
Then I have to like cameras and stuff.
I'll come to, you know, yeah.
Okay, so next Monday, can you verify with Chris?
sure.
What,
Yeah.
what time that
Okay.
would be available? I would say an hour or less.
Okay.
Or if he wants to do it over the phone, or you over the phone, I don't think either one of you really have to be here.
No. Yeah.
You have any issues with that?
That's fine.
Any issues with that, Dave?
No.
Okay. Then we'll work it out.
Did you say a
Just
time?
let me know.
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
I need to look at my calendar. She's free all day. You're free all day. I think I'm free all day, so we'll probably shoot it like 11 o'clock or something. Or do you want me by lunch?
By lunch, David.
By lunch when I'm not there.
That's fine.
Well, you would eat it anyway. Got it.
Only if it's mac and cheese.
Let's tentatively go for, can you go ahead and post that for 11 o'clock? Special meeting. Monday, whatever that day happens to be. And you're wanting to review it for all actions, correct? So we will not move on the ordinance at this point. It will be tabled. And we will do that Monday. Okay. Ernie, you got anything to report much?
You skipped the aerator.
Did I skip the aerator?
Yeah.
Lots of things. Oh, I skipped wastewater. Well, no, I didn't. He's not there. We got some paperwork that we're working on that. Estimate to repair aerators, $3,650. It's got to be done. It's in the plant. They've got funds for it. I see no issue with it.
We do have the
Someone
funds
else
for
has
it.
an issue.
We do have the funds.
Yes.
And it has to be done.
That does not need to be made in a motion, right? We just approved it. We can tell Brian you can go ahead with that. Now I got it. Now we go to Mike.
Yeah, nothing from legal.
Okay. Lori,
All I wrote is that I actually have the 20, I'm supposed to say 2026 overtime PTO worksheet has been created. I've already started doing some of the other sheets for 2026. The other thing is, as of January 2026, additional appropriations will not have to be advertised in the newspaper anymore. They made on Gateway, on the public side of Gateway, we just have to report them there now, so they don't have to go to the paper.
Okay.
That's it. And I won't be here next week. That's Christmas week, right? Yeah. It's just Monday and Tuesday I won't be here.
okay, town hall is closed 25th, 26th, and New Year's Day, January 1st. Any business from the floor tonight?
Just quickly, yeah.
State your
Ray,
name.
Ray Wallace. And I guess I don't, come to these meetings, I feel regularly, and it's never really discussed about like looking at last month's budget or last 2 weeks ago's budget, I guess. And then looking today, there's like significant amounts of money been put into some of the accounts, or like the accounts have grown. Just the general operating thing has went up $30,000. And I don't know if that's just like, how does that happen?
The county gives us money twice a year.
Okay, so this is when you got that money today?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is just like,
Same as like the fire department and the
Okay.
public safety levy.
yeah, so all those that went up
Yeah.
50, 60, $30,000, that's because you got some kind of disbursement?
Yeah.
Okay, just like as a novice person that comes to this, I mean, I feel like that's something somebody should just say, hey, oh, by the way, we got our disbursement, and that's why there's this significant difference in the amounts of money that's, listed on the budgets now. So, so I mean, I didn't know, I just like what happened that we got all of a sudden that, and is that what happened with utility operation, or is that just because of like, we've been in the hole $50,000 last 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, we had a rate increase.
Yeah, I know that. So
But
really the $50,000 difference is in one 2 week period. And I know we just got the bills went out, so.
we also received the water line relocation reimbursement, which was $52,000.
Okay, so,
Which would have went into utilities.
yeah, and I mean, I guess really one other question is, like, last July on one of these things, we had like $240,000 in our utility budget. And like a year, the utility operating it was like $240,000 positive. And then do you guys remember when it went? You have any idea what the time frame was when it went from that significant amount of cash or amount of money to where it went to the negative like it's been for a while?
I can print out monthly.
I just didn't know that.
I don't know like exactly like that. I mean, it was,
Yes, we do
So-
have records showing and indicating where the monies are coming and
And
going.
is there anything that was like a significant event that caused the thing to where it went all of a sudden from? Because I mean, I looked at like week after week or like in July and back from last year, and there was always some amount of money that was well over $200,000 in the operating budget for utilities operating, and then all of a sudden was there some like significant bill or something significantly done?
3 motors
at
went
all?
out in a month.
What was it?
3 motors went out in a month.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's it then. I said,
Yeah.
see, so, I mean, and I like coming to these meetings, but also I wish that there was more like information given out that like about stuff like that, I guess, I mean, you guys have a book, I guess, and I don't know if there's a book that gets passed around here that somebody else could look at, like you've got all these things that says, hey, it's this and this and this, and that's where the money's gone. And you just kind of, well, hey, it's in the book I taught you, but nobody out here else knows what's in the book and what you're looking at. I mean, like I said, I didn't know if that was something that it just, in addition to have something like this, it says, because it's all public record, right? The amount of money that's paid on the salaries and, there's stuff like that that nobody really knows anything other than what you guys just verbalized to us. And then these little sheets of paper, there's a lot of stuff going on here that you five are the only ones that know what you're talking about because it's not verbalized out to the community on this thing. So
Understands.
and I know,
Analyze it every.
yeah, I know, but that's why I didn't know if there was like that there shouldn't be something that other people can look at and say, oh, okay, we did have to buy 4 motors that month or something, that's what all the costs went. So
And I mean, those kind of things are on our bill register,
yeah,
but
Yeah.
that doesn't get
Yeah.
published until it gets approved.
yeah, and I understand that. I mean, and I know I'm that interested in it, but like I said, there's a lot of conversation that happens between the three of you because you know everything that's going on and nobody else, I mean, because like we don't have the book in front of us to say, oh, okay, well, this person's salary is this and there's some problem with that, or we have to move this money from here to there. But I mean, just in like, just feel like it's more transparent if everybody had something or not 100 of these books laying around because it's only me coming here, but that everybody could see what you guys are talking about. Anyway, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ray.
Rachel? I mean,
No,
George,
On the cameras, have you heard anything?
haven't moved forward with them, wait on the attorney to double check the lit fees, if we can do that. We were talking about taking money out of that. And again, this time of year, everything else going on, budgets, trying to get through that, hit that hard first of the year.
I did check the cameras when you asked about the food box out there, and it was one person that parked in the back of the town hall. And I don't even know how many trips they made, but they're the ones that cleared it out, and it was a white car and took a ride, went out of town.
They even took the big cranberry sauce. Wish I'd known that. I
It was a new car, a new vehicle.
That's an issue, and we probably need to figure out
I could not get
how
a
we're
clear,
going forward with that.
I could not get a clear picture of the license plates whenever they backed up.
If I get time, I am actually planning on putting food like I did a month or two on Sundays ago in here and having this building open on a Sunday for a couple hours and then letting people come in and pick it up.
I
I
think
mean,
that's
it
the
was
best
like-
way to go.
That's the only way.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're getting,
You know, you could
Whatever.
see, there was a couple of people pulled up, you know, and they'll take whatever, and I thought, okay, because it was very simple to get on there. But this person literally
Hmm.
made 5 or 6 trips and took it off. And it's sad.
and if they needed it, I feel sorry for them. That's great.
But if you can afford
Just
it,
sitting there going, I don't know, they needed every single thing that was in the food box.
but I did one let you know, I mean, I can't put it with.
No, and, then no one else has
Yeah.
Yeah,
any, I mean,
So I'm gonna come up with something, put a sign up there, tell them to call, give them my cell number, give them my email address, tell them I'll come up here and meet them at night if I have to give people food.
and
I have no
I
problem
feel
with
like
that.
we're pretty consistent about having some made up in here as well for someone if they need something during the day. And I have no doubt that Lawyer Megan wouldn't care to
Mhm.
fill a bag either. If someone came in during the day and they needed, the food box is convenient because it makes it a little more anonymous. But if it's gonna be wiped out by one person in one day, we're gonna have to probably go a different direction.
and I did check whenever you, did mention that there was, food spilled out on the sidewalk by the kids, and I did get that done also.
You can turn that in.
I have not turned that in. I don't actually have the video itself.
Okay,
That's all I have.
that's all you have. I'm done.
I'll make a motion to.
I'll second that.
Motion made by Doris, seconded by Rachel, all in favor.
Ray, thank you for coming.
Aye.
Merry Christmas.
Meeting's adjourned at 7:04.
Yeah, I quit. I seen that. He was so bad. Just 3 times, I quit even counting.